Show you what I use for fingerboard oil. A lot of people will tell you to use a bunch of different stuff. I use Johnson's baby oil, which is not, as the label would make you believe, made out of babies. It is actually made out of mineral oil. It has two ingredients, mineral oil and fragrance. It costs about $3 or $4. This small, what is this? 3-ounce container will last a couple of years or more. I never finished the last one. I lost it, threw it away, something. You don't want to use food grade oil because those things have a shelf life. They go bad. You want to use just basically pure mineral oil. If you use something called lemon oil, that's cool too. That's basically mineral oil with a little bit of lemon scent added to it. So it's really no different than this stuff. I don't know, smells like babies or something. Anyway, I just got back from Walgreens, I think is where I got this stuff. And that'll go on the fingerboard, and I'll let it soak in for a few minutes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the strings off, put the oil on, and then start taking the guitar apart to show you what's inside it, because I'm kind of curious myself. Okay, so I got my 100% made out of baby oil here, and I'm going to put some on the finger. You can see the fingerboard's kind of dried out. I'm not going to take any steel wool to it, because I know the guy that owned it before me didn't play it very much, so it doesn't really need cleaned. It just needs a little bit of oil. And this has a tiny little hole in the top, and that's plenty. You don't need to squeeze hard. You don't need a lot of oil for this. All right, and then we're just gonna smear it on in. So what we're gonna do is smear this in and then let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes and see how much oil gets absorbed into the wood. So if the oil looks dry after 5 or 10 minutes, then I'll come back and I'll put a little bit more on where it looks dry. I'm trying to redistribute it. I got a little too much at the nut end and not enough at the pickup end. So, and you just wipe that off. I like to use these microfiber cloths. They pick up oil pretty well. And you can see here, if you look on the neck, you can see this part down here is still nice and rich brown. But up here, it's gotten a little light brown, so the wood is absorbing more of that oil. Fingerboard's looking pretty good, so I'm just gonna start wiping up the excess oil, because you don't want it dripping on you when you're playing. And you definitely don't need any kind of fancy oil. You just need to be consistent with your instruments and do it from time to time. I do mine at least once a year, if not twice. I don't do it every time I change the strings, maybe in the summertime.